cool too. I'm just going to override it. It says you're live. Oh man, it's got the wrong camera. I hate that. It defaults back to the wrong camera.
Oh no, I'm very scared.
What? Oh, I can
Well, of course you can.
Whoa.
So that'll allow you to kind of keep yourself.
Why do you have a live stream that's
Okay, tell me when to start, Mr. Preacher.
As soon as I grab my pen,
Don't you need a
sit in that
timer?
chair, grab my coffee.
Turn the volume off.
Yeah, camera, make sure the volume's up.
Look at all that delay. The delay is hilarious.
The delay is actually hilarious. Jaxon, you can do this.
Just tell me.
And I don't want that to be a distraction, so I'm glad you have it there for him, but let's not let that be the focus. Our focus is on our presenter. Everybody's worked hard to prepare this, even Jaxon.
I know, I practiced.
Just kidding. All right, Jaxon, we are ready for you. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Jaxon Atkins, and today I have a nunchucks. These are just the trainer ones, but I've also been in karate for about 2 years that I've been doing the nunchucks for one. Just a brief, quick little history about the nunchucks, where they were found in 1400 China. They were used to harvest rice stalks, and they were also used as a self-defense weapon by the average peasant because they were cheap and easy to make. And today, all I pretty much have are my nunchucks. These ones are a trainer pair, but there are real ones made of hard woods like oak and redwood. Those are commonly found in the nunchucks. And like I said, they were also used as a self-defense weapon by the lower classes in China because they were just cheap and easy to make. All you need were like 2 sticks and rope to fasten it. And so today I just want to show you a few cool tricks, blocks, and strikes. Okay. So the first thing is you want to drop them down to your right side and hold them about a hand width away from the bottom. You want to bring your other hand up to what's called mata hand because it's to prevent you from like hitting your face as you're swinging them around. For the first thing, I'm going to show you like an overhead strike. You bring it up to your back, right laying on your shoulder. You swing it forward, having it hang out like that, and have it wrap around to your side so it catches your hip. And then all together, it looks like this.
Good morning, gladiators.
What's going on?
We are not going to have announcements today or tomorrow
Sorry, I'll pause.
due to state testing for our 8th graders. So just a couple of reminders. Teachers, remember, you have your checklist. Remember what we're supposed to do. Read, do, and then check. You guys did a fantastic job of that last time. 8th grade, science today. You got this. I used to tell my kids when I was a science teacher that test, all the answers are there. Just take it slow, especially if they have graphs and charts and all that kind of stuff. So take it slow. 6th and 7th grade today, you guys will have normal schedule. You'll have normal schedule, but there will be no bells. So teachers, use your classroom phones. All of those are synced up together. So use your classroom phone for dismissal. 6th and 7th grade students, make sure that you are quiet in the hallways. We have testing going on upstairs in some other classrooms, so you gotta be quiet. 6th and 7th grade, you will have normal lunch. Everything's normal for 6th and 7th grade today. 8th grade, hopefully you'll have a normal lunch today. Just kind of depends on how everybody finishes. We are planning for a normal lunch for 8th grade, but we are not, we'll make that call as we get closer. So, good luck everybody today, 8th grade. Focus in, you got this. Take a deep breath. Teachers, remember, read, do, and then check. All right, good luck. We're not gonna start yet. We'll come back on when we're ready to start testing. Teachers at this time, you're probably working on attendance, picking up phones, getting backpacks in the front of your rooms, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We'll come back on in just a few minutes.
All right, Jaxon, let's see if we can get you done before he does come back on. You remember where you were?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna start the clock. Ready? Go.
So as I was saying, for an overhead strike, you bring your arm out, have it fully extended, then you swing it down to your side, catching the chain on your hip, because if you hit yourself with a pair of wooden ones, they hurt really bad. And so when you do that, let's say after you do that, going into a block after that strike, you grab that, you reach down and you grab right here, you pull up and do a side block. Because let's say you reach down and then they go in for a side strike like that. This would help block that. And then it's also good for countering because you can do that, a variety of other things. And you always want to make sure you catch the projectile with the chain so that absorbs all the impact of the attack. And another thing is, let's say they go for an overhead strike like that. You could also go and grab right there and shoot up. Again, grabbing the chain. And then that's pretty much all I have for the blocks. A cool little trick you could do to go from forward grip to reverse grip is called the Rickroll. I don't know how it got its name. That's just what that's just what my master taught me. So what you do is you flip the chain over your hand, you let go for a brief moment, and then you flip it over and grab the bottom, and that's how you can go into reverse grip and do a variety of other things. And then it's pretty much the same thing going back. You flip it over your hand, let go, and reach. And for this one, you do need to be closer to the top floor, just like that. And that's pretty much all I have for all the demonstration part of the speech. But in conclusion, I think that you should get a pair of nunchucks, like a trainer pair. Watch a YouTube video because they're just really cool, versatile weapons that you can use. And you can pretty much use them in a variety of ways. Those were just some very, very basic tricks and strikes and blocks. So there is more fun and more advanced and fun stuff you can do with them. But that's pretty much all I have for today. Thanks for your time.
Yeah. 3 minutes, 55 seconds.
So close to being
If Jaxon, if you had gone over, I may have given you that, because what I meant to tell people, I wanted to keep the time up on the screen, but some people are gonna be using the screen, so I really can't do that. I also thought I'd be able to see the clock. Can you see is there a clock? I don't think there's a clock going on the.
There is, but it's like kind of fun.
No, I'm sorry. I was thinking about doing individual live streams, in which case every time one started, you would be able to see the clock on the live stream. I don't think you can.
Technically, you could add that, but the thing is that gets a bit.
Well, I'm not doing it because I decided I'm just recording the entire period.
I already know how long your live stream is going to be. Like, it already shows up for me. It's 52 minutes left.
Yeah, but that doesn't help anybody that's up there trying to do a 4-minute presentation. So, with that said, Jaxon, why don't you start us off? You had your stuff remembered. You were poised. You had good vocal projection. The demos were clear. I think a few of us were ready to go out and buy nunchucks over the weekend and hurt ourselves trying to do the Rickroll. Nice job.
Master Uguay.
All right, Grady, if you want to take a minute to get yourself set up, need the table moved, get a volunteer to help you out with that, and we'll get you started here.
I don't need the table moved.
Okay. You like it right where it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have more music for you.
All right, Cameron, check and see if anybody's watching.
Let's see.
Oh, wait, there I am.
Okay, so currently it just says comments are turned off. Nothing else. It doesn't tell you because I think it's a school restriction thing. I think it's just
There's
me.
8 people watching.
8 people. What?
That's a lot of people.
He's famous.
Online on you, Grady.
All right, 8 people. Pressure's on now, Grady.
Yeah, 8 people watching you.
Yeah, you're true.
Great. You have like 7 people watching you. Yeah, because
Cameron don't count.
Well, you know what, Grady? We're not trying to put added pressure on you and your saxophone. Here's what we're gonna do.
no pressure for pressure.
I'm just watching, largely making sure we get all of our presentations in on time. And so I believe that we are ready for you.
Okay, I know what I'm doing.
You good?
Yeah, I
Let
know.
me start your clock when you're ready.
Okay, I know.
And of course, everybody knows, quiet during the presentation. Unless Grady asks otherwise. Are you ready?
I think.
You get,
I.
All right. Well, we'll do the official, on your mark, get set, go.
Hello, fellow classmates. As you know, I am Grady, and today I will be playing you a few things on the saxophone. A little history on why I chose the saxophone. I have always loved music, and especially jazz music. I have always thought it was really cool seeing a saxophone do a jazz solo on various music tapes and stuff like that. Now, I'm sure some of you are in band or orchestra, so you might know what a scale is. But for those of you who are not and don't, a scale is a sequence of notes that ascend up and get higher in sound and then descend down and get lower. I'm going to be playing a few scales, and first I'm going to be playing concert B flat. Concert B flat tends to be a little bit easier on the saxophone because it's quite simple, just going straight up and then right back down. But here we go, concert B flat. I held out the last note for a little bit longer. That's just what we were taught in band. Hold out the last note on a scale longer. But next I'm going to be playing concert E flat. You'll notice in concert E flat that it sounds like it's longer and it sounds higher. And that is because there's a second octave on it. A second octave means that everything you played in the beginning, you just play it again, but like higher. So here we go, concert E flat. Okay, now scales are a good way to practice, but songs are always way more fun. So here's one some of you might know, generally from the 80s, called Careless Whisper.
It doesn't matter. You can still play it. It doesn't go higher. It doesn't go higher than higher.
He's still getting close. All right. Max, I'll let you get yourself all set up there, and if you need anybody's help, just ask them. And Jaxon, what were you going to do?
I just realized, do you have a music stand?
Are you going to need one?
I have music.
No, probably not.
I mean, I have a phone, you can sit up there and stand behind it. If you don't set your music on, it's slower, that's why I mentioned it.
I'm just kind of worried I might forget something. No, I think it's
Justin is so useful.
Yeah, everybody
Give me a stick. Give me a stick.
Birthday's here. Justin.
Yeah, we got four more.
Mine is hold up, Justin, why do you need a music stand to play all across the
Cameron, let's get an update on the channel there.
It is just sitting. Let me look again. It's just, okay.
Are we still at 8 people, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I think so. I can't see that because I don't have access to the channel.
7, you lost one.
Wow.
It was that one note.
Wow.
Yeah.
Depression.
Grady, you were famous.
Now they want
the next on the stage.
His mom left.
Because I saw my son. Maybe she was just there for Jackson.
Can you give it?
Yeah, she doesn't care
He
about
was there on
baby.
the
Mom,
nunchuck.
I'll have that. No, I need to take a.
She was there on the nunchuck. We all. No, we had a good variety of food, craft, music, sports.
I was trying to find something.
This is really fun.
Today, not this Saturday, but yeah.
Lemonade.
I think I was gonna say, I don't think you.
I was just gonna play this. He's always-
Gladiators, eighth grade teachers at this time,
Mine
will
is
be directions to begin testing. Any students that arrive after the time will have directions read to them and then be escorted to your room. Thank you.
Okay, Max, I'm hoping we don't get too many of those interruptions when you're going, but it looks like you're ready to me, so are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me get the clock started, get everybody's attention. And Max is third, we have 6 presentations today, so
Bless you.
got that out of the way, all right, good. On your mark, get set, go.
Hello, my name is Max Kearns, and I'll be teaching you how to make tiny hats. I started learning this in 2nd grade in my GT class, actually, and I now known how to make these for about 4 to 5 years. So I'm gonna teach you how to make these. So what you will need are some paper, tape, yarn of your choice, and scissors. I prefer cardstock or like index cards for the paper because the paper is a bit more thick, so the bottom of your hat will be more durable. So the first step is to cut a piece of paper about 5 inches long and 1 inch thick, and then this will be the base of your hat. And then you'll get a piece of tape and tape the piece of paper so it makes a loop. Next, you'll cut a piece of yarn about 10 inches long. And watch here, because this is basically how you make the entire thing. So you grab the 2 ends, pinch the 2 ends, and then get the part that is like bent, and then string that through the bottom of your hat, and then make sure the yarn's not twisted. But after you put it through the hole and pull. So then you create a little string here, and then you basically repeat that step all the way until you have something like this. Now you're almost done as soon as you get to this step. You'll cut another string, but this time the string is not super long. The string will be about, I don't know, maybe 5 inches or something. You will gather all these little like extra string hair things, and then you'll get your piece of yarn and tie it around the top of your hat. You can tie the string to more lower if you want like a small hat, or higher if you want a tall hat. Then you'll gather all these extra strings on the top and cut them all to an even length. Cut them all to an even length. So cut them all to an even length so you have a little like pom-pom thing on the top of your hat. So after, there we go, got that. Now done, I've just now created a little hat. So there we go. And so you can use these, you can give them to someone's birthday, they make nice gifts for like Christmas. And like I have chickens, so if you have like a little pet, you can put these hats on your pet, and they look cute in them. And thank you for listening.
All right, round of applause for Max. Max, you came in at a nice tidy 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Nailed it. All right.
Scream at your chickens? What? Scream at your chickens?
I want to see a chicken walking around with one of
I
those.
want to
hats
see
on.
my dog walking around. with
Cooper,
one of
did
those
you
on.
hear you look cute in that?
Very, very good, Max. Thank you. Okay. Victor's going to get set up for his next. Cooper, do me a favor and brush off the yarn or just toss it in the trash. I'm guessing. Oh, he's got it. Okay.
Is that a chain I see, Victor? Did you copy me or you just put on the?
Yeah, he copied you. People are like laughing at you.
I don't think I can, Victor. Maybe I'll move the table.
I guess it makes more sense to bring
Yo,
this table over.
that joke was
I am very good stuff. I love socialism.
that joke was very, very
Very 1776.
It's just kind of quick. Listen, I really weird. I'm pretty sure.
You know.
You know what I like here? But pop it. I said the
How many on there?
Justin.
What did you
That's my. There you go.
That's
Hello, parents out there. We're about midway through. We got 3 more to go. Victor's getting set up. We'll get you started in a second. Here's the class. Class, say hello. All right. All right. Let's make sure Victor's front and center. Pretty good there. Okay. Testing, testing, testing.
Do it.
While you're not reading them, you just look at the, remember what it does say. Okay, Victor, I'm getting the clock set up for you. I assume you're all set and ready. Looks like you are. Undivided attention, of course, is for our presenter, which is Victor. On your mark, get set, go.
Hi, I'm Victor, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make pancakes. My mom first taught me how to make pancakes when I was 6, and I love making them for breakfast every weekend for my parents. Okay, now to make these pancakes, you're going to need 1 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, half a tablespoon of salt, and a half a tablespoon of baking soda, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 mixing bowls, a whisk, a skillet, and a spatula. Okay, first you want to pour the 1 cup of flour, the salt, the baking soda, the baking powder, and the sugar into a mixing bowl, and you want to whisk it up a little, just to mix it up a little. And then that's going to be your dry ingredients. You're going to set that to the side, and then you get your separate bowl, and you're going to add the milk and vanilla extract. And the egg. And then you're going to whisk that up a little. And then you want to add the dry ingredients to the wet. And then whisk that. just until most of the lumps are done. And you want to scrape off the sides just to make sure no extra flour is there. And mix it up together. And then you want to heat your skillet to medium-high heat. But it would take too long to cook them, so I'm just going to show you what you would do. So you would get your batter and get a scoop, put it on the skillet, and then you would wait till it starts bubbling. And once it starts bubbling, you can put chocolate chips on it, but it's completely optional. I love my pancakes with chocolate chips. And then you wait a little till it starts bubbling more, and then you flip it with your spatula, and then you wait 30 to 40 seconds, and then you're going to flip it again just to make sure both sides are goldenish brown. And then if they both are, you get your spatula, put it on your plate, and then it should look like these right here. And after they're made, you can add like whipped cream, syrup, butter, or fruit on top of it, or just have it plain. And now is the perfect time to start making pancakes. Mother's Day is around the corner, and you can spend your mom for Mother's Day.
3 minutes, 30 seconds. Nice job.
Oh, how did that clean?
So quickly. I didn't even put them on the top.
Yeah, it goes by, the time goes by fast. It's just, I don't know how it feels when you're up there. Does it seem slow or fast?
Terrifying.
Terrifying, maybe slow?
You did amazing.
Well, you brought in pancakes. Are you planning to
No.
pass any out, or you just teasing us? Okay, just teasing us. Good.
Oh, wow. When did it appear?
Wow, so you
How-
have saxophone as well.
So I know you have some cleaning up you need to do, and we have 2 more presentations, so I need James to start bringing stuff up. I'm gonna have you start bringing your stuff
Justin,
over to the
yes,
table, and then I
next.
can have you go clean things up here.
Jay.
Somebody might help with Victor. Thanks, Nick.
Victor, what do you need help with? Grady! We look at you right now when you
Hey! What did you look at? What the?
Guys, you might know where the waffles are. They're in this. Yeah, bro. Yeah,
I'll practice.
Why is there such a big
Zoo, bro.
Logan.
I'll have a blue flashlight.
Why did you go out there? Wow. Someone help me push this. I'm trying to spin Not that. Thank you.
How did you make it? Wow.
Justin, that is on my finger.
Oh, I might have another discussion.
Oh, I like cake.
Oh, you're
Wait.
Wait. You got me one.
Are
they good?
Very good, very good. Okay.
I'm
So, as some of you are getting samples from Victor, and Victor, be sure everybody gets to try just a little bit. Because he only made 4, which is absolutely fine. The idea was that you get to sample a little bit. We still have 2 more presentations to go, and James is ready. And James, I'm ready for you, so I'm gonna have Jaxon real quick, if you would. Yeah, they're good. These guys are good. They already got some. Oh, Nicholas.
Hey, bro, you want some more?
Nicholas did.
Oh my gosh.
You want some more?
Sorry, Cameron. Have a seat real quick. All right, James, we are giving you our undivided attention, and I am starting your clock right now.
Hello, hungry children. I know you have just eaten some pancakes. Lucky you, you get pancakes and waffles at the same exact time frame. I'm really happy to share with you how I make mini waffles for me and my younger cousins. because they are animals and will eat everything they touch. So today, you want to make sure you have all of your ingredients. You want to have your batter. Of course, you can make homemade batter like Victor did. You want to have your water, obviously, to make a batter, measuring cup, spatula, an oven mitt, because we all know you would burn yourself if you don't have one, and napkins or plates, because we got to eat them. First, we got to make the batter, which obviously we're going to use water and measuring cup. This one, you just add water and shake it up really good, and it creates the batter itself. Me and my mom were testing out this last night and figured out that you do not need to put in a cup and a half. You should probably just put in a cup and a quarter. So pour the water in to the cup line. Make sure you're very careful so it doesn't spill. Pour it in. Add a little bit more for the quarter. This is the fun part. You get to shake it up. You want to make sure you don't shake it up too much, or else the batter will become too mushy. You do not want that, because you don't want mushy pancakes or waffles. Run thing. So once we have that all shaken up, I believe it's all shaken up. There we go. We check on our waffle maker. Very hot. And you want to slowly pour this in, or else it's going to overflow, like I did last night. Now you want to be very careful and shut it. The next time you touch it, it's going to be very, very hot. That's why we have a spatula and oven mitt. Toppings are a big part of making a meal come together. Although I don't have any toppings today, it's great to have some that fit to your standards. May your standards be low or high. Making sure your waffle is nice to what you want it to be. You can add fruit, chocolate chips, whipped cream, butter, syrup, and anything you can think of. You can even add mustard. I don't know what you want. But it's important to make sure you share it with friends or family. Or don't, and just eat it in your room. I don't care. Just make sure you have fun doing it. Because that's the most important part of a meal. Having fun. Although sometimes you can eat waffles while crying.
It's steaming.
Yeah, that's the point. It's cooking.
Yeah, guys.
Hey, no interruption.
So I'm going to lay some of these napkins out because I already have some pre-made waffles for all of you to try. So you can eat some. And you want to periodically check on your waffle. It's very hot. Oh, there we go. A perfectly made waffle. And you want to make sure to be very good. It is very, very hot. I'm a pro, so I'm just using the spatula to pick it up. And maybe a bit of the waffle lid. And there we go. We have a molten waffle.
Give James a round of applause. Slightly closer than Jackson's. At
359. All right. This is a waffle for me.
All right, and we've got Justin still to go, and we have time for him. So, James, if you want to pass this out, we'll need to do that quickly. Would you get a volunteer to help you, please?
All right,
No. She'll choose you.
Nicholas, come up here. Can you pass this out to everyone? They might be a bit cold, but do not be greedy, all right? If you do not want a waffle, just say no.
All right, Justin, if you want to get yourself set up while James cleans up.
I don't really need a lot set up, but.
Are you going to stand in front of the table?
Yeah, probably. Just for one waffle. Why not? Real quick, just give us your waffle. So, I'm a waffle.
Yes,
So,
please.
we will not take
Have Johnny show us how to cut it.
This one? Yeah. Alright, parents out there, we have one more, Justin Liu, coming up with his violin.
Do that during Justin.
Man, it smells good in here. It smells like it's in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, I got extras. I'll
We
take
don't
it.
make enough waffles, I'll tell you that.
Here you go.
Start making more. It smells so good. James, I'm just sending this stuff over here.
Yellow. I'm your best friend.
Did you see the animation?
Hello, world.
All right, Justin, if you'll grab the other side, just put your violin down.
Help us cut it. I just need to get me. Okay, I got one more extra.
Oh.
Go. Another extra. And now I can I'm gonna steal the rest of Victor. No, Victor.
Oh, jeez.
Justin, you're gonna do amazing, okay?
All right,
No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, very good, very good.
I can't believe
I gotta try.
Stop showing stuff in holes. That's
Buddy, that's not
Go back and pick it up at the end.
This is the part they don't see. This is the part.
You don't go by your face.
Get all the spit
I have
out.
nothing on my shirt.
Wait, what? It came out the other end.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's
That's
almost
supposed
like
to happen.
it's almost like this little type of.
All right, everybody, if you'll have a seat, we got one more.
Why are you shaking it like that?
It's gonna go in the tray. Yes. My folks that have gone already, you will turn in your speeches into the tray. Be sure your name is on it. Tray's on my desk. Don't do it now. Let's wait until Justin goes because I want to make sure he gets done before the bell rings. Bell's not gonna ring because of testing, but at 9:26, of course, I'll dismiss you, which is 5.5 minutes away. So Justin, we're getting ready to start with you. And it looks like Mrs. DeMaria said, thanks for the live feed. Great presentations today. That's Victor's mom. Okay. With that said, Justin, we are giving you our undivided attention, which means our eyes are on you, voice is off, and your time starts now.
Okay, so I'm going to be playing Hogwarts Buns on the violin for y'all today. A little bit of background. I've been doing violin since 3rd grade, so that's a pretty long time. So I really do hope I'm good at hot cross buns. It was the first song I learned. It's just that simple. So I'm going to show you how to play today. So just a few materials you need. Obviously, a violin, and then shoulder rest. You can play without a shoulder rest. Some really professional people do it, but it hurts really bad for beginners if you don't. So shoulder rest, and then a bow. Just a bow, and then a case to move around the violin. So you can go search up a really good tutorial on YouTube on how to set up the violin and how to hold it and stuff. I'm not going to show you that today because that might take forever. So hot cross buns is really simple. I would have sheet music, but I didn't have time to print it. I kind of forgot to. So it's really simple. It's 3 notes on the D string, which is this one here. Second from the, I don't know which direction that is. So first note you're going to need to know is a 2 on this string. It's the D string. So it's called an F sharp. It's the second colored tape, not the white tape, the second colored tape. Second note you need to know is an E, which is first color tape on the D string, and then last note is just open D. Really simple. Also, there are 2 rhythms you need to know. One of them is a quarter note. Well, for those of you in orchestra and band, I'm pretty sure y'all know what a quarter note is, but there are 4 quarter notes in a measure, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you count a quarter note. Now, in 4/4. And then the second rhythm you need to know are 8th notes. Unlike quarter notes, there are 8 in a measure, as the name suggests. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. They're slightly faster. So the first measure is 3 quarter notes and a rest, a quarter rest, which is just a quarter note where you don't play. So it's F, E, and D in the exact order I showed you earlier. So the first measure sounds something like this. And then you rest. Second measure, exact same thing. Third measure is where the 8th notes come into play. It's 4 8th notes of D and 4 8th notes of E. Now there are different variations, and some people will tell you different things, but that's how I was taught. So 4th notes of D sound something like this, and then 4 8th notes of E sound something like this. So for the third measure would sound something like this. And then the fourth measure is the same as the first and second. So putting that all together, it should sound something like this. And so, hot cross buns. So yeah, it's fairly simple. Now you can use this skill if someone you know has a violin or if you have a violin.
Round of applause.
Hey, can I?
Is that faster or slower than you expected?
I was honestly slower.
Well, we have like 4
Can I
seconds.
take like a minute?
Show off.
Can I take like a minute to play something really cool?
Real cool.
Show off.
All right. I'm not rickrolling y'all.
Oh yeah!
All right, speeches for my people that went today in the train. You all may leave your things here till the end of the day. Tomorrow we'll go with round 2. Let's go ahead and get ready to go.
Oh, watch my
So think about it.
I kicked the table until sorry.
Okay.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another banger video.
Yo, Justin's mom commented about me. Let's go.
Thanks, guys, for joining us.
My life is complete.
Oh, look at that. Great job, Victor. Good luck, James. Great job, Grady. Nicely played.
Justin's mom is proud of me.
I'm so proud of little Miss. You rocked it.
Was that me?
That's awesome.
Was that me? Hold on, I want to see the
That's
comments.
awesome. All right, say bye.
Bye. My mom was watching it.
Very
Wow,
cool,
she
very
cares
cool.
about me.
By the way, that'll be on the channel. You guys can watch yourselves later today.